Ramadan, a month of mercy, forgiveness, and blessings, has come to an end. But as the crescent moon ushers in the month of Shawwal, our journey doesn't conclude here. Ramadan may be behind us, but the lessons we've learned and the spiritual growth we've experienced during this holy month continue to resonate. Picture this. Ramadan is like a spiritual boot camp, a time of intense reflection, fasting, and prayer that helps us strengthen our faith and deepen our connection with Allah. Now, with the arrival of Shawwal, we're not just returning to our regular routine. Instead, we're carrying forward the spiritual momentum and the self-discipline we've gained during Ramadan. You see, Ramadan is more than a month of fasting and prayer. It's a time of spiritual renewal and growth. It's a time when we seek to cleanse our hearts and souls, to forgive and seek forgiveness, to give generously to those in need, and to strengthen our relationship with Allah. And the beauty of it is that these acts of devotion don't stop when Ramadan ends. In fact, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, encouraged us to continue fasting for 6 days in Shawwal, highlighting the significance of maintaining our spiritual practices beyond Ramadan. These 6 days of fasting are like a spiritual bonus, an opportunity to earn even more rewards and to continue the spiritual journey we embarked on during Ramadan. So as we step into the month of Shawwal, let's not forget the lessons of Ramadan. Let's continue to strive for spiritual growth, to pray with sincerity, to give with generosity, and to live with kindness and humility. After all, the essence of Ramadan isn't confined to just its days. Rather, it's a training ground for our souls, a catalyst for spiritual growth that extends far beyond its 29 or 30 days. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever fasts Ramadan and follows it with 6 days from Shawwal, it is as if they fasted the entire year." These 6 days, though seemingly small in number, carry immense reward and significance. Imagine a family gathered together after the conclusion of Ramadan. The youngest member, curious and full of questions, asks, "Why do we fast for 6 more days after Ramadan?" The grandfather, known for his wisdom and knowledge, begins to explain. "You see," he starts, "the essence of Ramadan doesn't simply dissolve with the sighting of the Shawwal moon. Instead, it's a spiritual springboard that propels us into a journey of continued devotion." He continues, "The 6 days of fasting in Shawwal serve as a bridge, connecting the spiritual high of Ramadan to the rest of the year. They act as a buffer, helping us retain the discipline, humility, and spiritual growth we achieved during Ramadan." The mother chimes in, "And remember, Allah's mercy doesn't confine itself to 1 month. By fasting these 6 days, we're given the opportunity to earn rewards as if we fasted the entire year. It's a beautiful manifestation of Allah's boundless generosity." The father adds, "Plus it's a testament to our commitment. It shows that our devotion wasn't just a Ramadan phenomenon, but a part of our lives. Fasting in Shawwal reinforces our dedication to the principles of patience, gratitude, and self-restraint that we nurtured during Ramadan." The youngest member, now with a spark in his eyes, says, "So it's like Ramadan was a training camp and Shawwal is the actual game. We're showing Allah that we're keeping up with the good habits we picked up during Ramadan, right?" The family nods in agreement, smiles adorning their faces. "Exactly," the grandfather concludes. "By fasting these 6 days of Shawwal, we affirm our commitment to the teachings of Islam. We demonstrate our dedication to self-discipline, gratitude, and obedience to Allah. Remember that our journey of faith doesn't end with Ramadan. It's a lifelong endeavor, marked by continuous acts of worship, kindness, and righteousness. Every day offers us a chance to grow, to learn, and to extend our hands in service to others. The end of Ramadan is not the finish line, but rather a checkpoint in our spiritual journey, a moment to reflect, recharge, and refocus. Just as a seed needs water, sunlight, and time to grow, our faith thrives on the nourishment of prayer, charity, and patience. Ramadan may be a time of intense spiritual cultivation, but the seeds we've sown during this blessed month need to be nurtured all year round. Imagine if we could extend the spirit of Ramadan throughout the year. The compassion, the unity, the tranquility. Imagine if we could maintain that heightened sense of God consciousness, that spirit of giving, that resilience in the face of hardship. The month of Shawwal serves as a bridge, a transition from the spiritual high of Ramadan to the rest of the year. By fasting 6 days in Shawwal, we carry forward the lessons of Ramadan, ensuring that our spiritual growth doesn't stagnate but continues to flourish. But our journey doesn't stop at fasting. It's about maintaining consistent prayer, about continuing to give in charity, about maintaining good character. It's about carrying forward the spirit of Ramadan into every aspect of our lives, transforming not just our actions but our hearts. This journey is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about small, consistent steps towards our Creator. It's about falling and getting back up, about making mistakes and seeking forgiveness, about striving and struggling in the path of Allah. So as we step into the rest of the year, let's strive to keep the spirit of Ramadan alive. Let's continue to nourish the seeds we've sown, to cultivate our faith, our character, our relationship with our Creator. May Allah accept our fasts, prayers, and good deeds, and grant us strength and guidance to continue our journey with steadfastness and sincerity. Ameen.